Good morning. Happy One Yard Wednesday. I'm Colleen from GEDesigns, and guess what? We have two famous producers this morning. We have Mr. GP and we have Mr. HP. Wow. What fun. So I feel like we're, among celebrities today. Well, welcome to One Yard Wednesday. This is my favorite day of the week. This is our weekly show where we feature fabulous fabrics at fantastic prices and always some fun and creative ideas for using that fabric. And I can't wait to show you the fabrics today. Before we get started, just a little housekeeping. The prices on these fabrics will go live after the show. So sit back and relax, and all of these will be there in just a little bit. So, the quilts on the set today are a couple of favorites of ours. We have Octavia behind Mr. GP, and that is such a beautiful quilt in those beautiful Christmas colors. The quilt behind me is Emma, and Emma is here also in Christmas colors. One of the things I really love about being a quilter and a sewer is we get to enjoy the current season while thinking about the future season. So I'm planting the seed of a little bit of thinking about spring with fabrics I want to show you today. So I've got a question. So the question of the day is, do you set a New Year resolution or goal of some kind? And if you do, what is it? Be sure and post that in your comments. We'll be following that throughout. So I'll share mine at the end. Not very interesting, but anyway, I'm looking forward to a fun 2024 for sure. So shall we take a look at the fabrics? All right. This is such a beautiful collection called Lilla, and beautiful yellows and purples and greens, and we added in a couple of blenders to make this even more spectacular. So let's see the fabrics. The first one is called Lilla Coneflowers on Light Lime. Isn't that pretty? This just looks like spring and happiness and sunshine, and I just love it. I have coneflowers in my garden, and so of course I love this shape, and these brights are just so spectacular. Also in Lilla we have coneflowers light purple. So how pretty is that? So if this one is again the same shape, the same print with this light purple background and these beautiful greens and purples in the coneflowers. So pretty. Next up, we have Lilla, of course, and this is called Packed Flowers Olive. So I think it makes me think of olives actually, because they do look like cross sections of olive slices. But it also brings in more of that olive color and that deeper purple. So this is just such a nice, nice change in terms of the value of the colors. Love, love, love this one. And then we have Lilla Twigs Black. Now I'm going to turn Twigs Black so it's actually right side up so you can get a nice look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I love that this is such, we've got now this deep black, we've got the medium value, we've got the lighter values. This is just so pretty, and I've got all kinds of ideas of things we can do with this. But here is Lilla Twigs Black. And we wanted to add in a couple more blenders, so we pulled in a Bedrock. Isn't this pretty? This was a Color Club purple. This is called Bedrock Amethyst, and I think this is so pretty. One of my favorite things about the Bedrock line in general is you get this sense of texture, but there's no directionality to it, so you can use this really however, and it's going to really play nicely with all of these other prints. And something maybe a little bit unexpected, a really bright green called Circle Burst Lime. And that is a brighter statement than the rest of these, but I really like it, and maybe in small doses it will just really bring this to life by adding that extra brightness to this collection, which is so pretty. So those are the fabrics that are on our collection this week. Let me show you the projects that I made this week. They're from the Advent collection. You won't be surprised to see these, but I am really in love with at least 2 of the projects. So let me show you. The first one is the Advent Trivet Runner. This runner, you'll remember, has a layer of batting and a layer of insulating material, either Insulbrite or Bosal, whichever one you have. It's quilt as you go, so I'm doing all this quilting on this beautiful large piece of the home flowers, and it is so pretty. I used the Twigs Black as my sashing and as my of course, binding and also border. I was intentional about laying this out so that they go in the same direction, and I really love the rhythm that that gives. I did cut the binding on a diagonal because I just wanted to set that off from the rest of the borders. And so again, I love that, and I love using a little bit of a diagonal binding. I made another project. This is of course, the Advent tissue box. Love, love, love this. I think I've made 20 of these this week, and everybody I know is getting something like this in their Christmas box or their Christmas package. So pretty. And I have a new little project that is a little purse size or bag size tissue keeper. So I will post this pattern in the blog sometime today. Super easy. And let me show you. It's just rectangles of fabric. You're going to sew those together, and then the one thing I do at the end is I do a little tack here and here so that this doesn't come all the way open, and when I put it in my purse, I'll tuck that inside. And how pretty is that? I love these fabrics. I usually have 10 or 15 of these in my collection of gifts at home, and if I'm going to see someone who maybe needs a little pick-me-up or a little smile on their face, this will do it. So cute. So I think it's time for I've Got a Notion. My notion today is the Nook and Cranny cleaning tools. Now, I would like to say that I'm a neatnik. I'm really not. But when I decide to be neat, I want tools that are going to work really, really well. And so I opened up my lovely machine. Now that's the after picture. There you go. Ooh, there you go. So as you know, in our classroom, we have these beautiful baby lock machines, the baby lock chorus. And this is the picture of the bobbin case in the baby lock chorus where I spend most of my time. I was embarrassed to show that, but look how, and I clean this on a regular basis, but look how quickly all that dust adds up. It interferes with the function of your bobbin. It interferes with the function of your tension. And then in this machine, it interferes with the machine giving me that notice that the bobbin is about to run out. So I need to keep this clean for this machine to work as well as it can. So I got out the Nook and Cranny cleaning tools and got busy. And that's not even all of the gunk and mess and dirt and threads and everything that came out of that machine. So I love these tools. They are different sizes and shapes, and they worked great. And then you can see I took them in the kitchen and put a little dishwashing detergent in my hand and washed them and air dried them, and they are like new because they're silicone, so that you're going to be able to use these again and again. So grab yourself the Nook and Cranny cleaning tools. Grab one for you, one for a friend, one for your home, one for your RV. I swear this is just such a great tool. Okay. That's I've Got a Notion. Have we heard from anybody on their New Year's resolution, Mr. GP?
I'm seeing a lot of people just want to clean their quilting and sewing room.
There you go. Well, now you have a tool that will help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's always on my list of things for sure. I have a big opportunity in organizing and tidying. How about what's on your list, GP?
Just to stay happy and healthy.
All right. We love that. Also on my list, I have 2 goals that I like to set. I just added the second one this week. I like to set a goal for how many books I'm going to read in a year. And so I use an app that helps me. I use Goodreads. It's not a secret. You can look that up if you're interested. It helps me keep track of the books I've read. And then if I look at a book and I think I've read this, I can look at it. And I especially love that it gives me a little bit of an excerpt from the book and a little reminder of what the book is about. Because sometimes after a year or two, that memory gets a little foggy. I added a quilting goal this year, a quilting sewing opportunity. My goal is to try a new GE pattern every other week. So 24 new blocks next year. Now that's not really a stretch because I do that a lot here, but it keeps me mindful of all of the patterns I've learned, all of the blocks I've learned, all of the new things I've learned. And so I want to encourage you, don't overwhelm yourself. Maybe you just want to make 2 blocks from a pattern. I don't want anybody to take on more worry or more work or more pressure, but I want to learn new things and I want to experience some of these great blocks. So I'm going to do it in appetizer size bites when I need to. But certainly I'll be making lots of runners, lots of bags, lots of quilts, lots more fun ideas for One Yard Wednesday, of course. So those are my goals for next year. All righty, so should we look at the fabrics one more time? We'll start with the projects. How about that? First of all, the tissue keeper, which is so much fun to make, and what a great use of these fabrics, which are bright and cheery and fun. The little tissue keeper, which I made, that I will post the pattern for in the blog, and you can right-click on the blog and print a pretty good copy of that. But I'll post the little tissue keeper in the blog today. Then the trivet runner, and I know I'll be making more of these because it's really a classy looking runner and fun to do, and because it's quilt as you go, once it's done, it's done. Put it in a gift bag and off you go. The fabrics this week are so fun. First of all, Circle Burst Lime is such a really almost unexpected, but adds so much fun and color. Bedrock Amethyst is so pretty, like a nice, quiet, easy on the eyes blender. Lilla Twigs Black, love it, love. It acts like a stripe, and I used it with the fabric, length of fabric, and diagonal. It just plays so well. This is Packed Flowers Olive, and they do kind of look like olives. And then, of course, Cone Flowers Light Purple and Cone Flowers Light Lime. The cone flowers are so pretty and tossed and just so fun to look at. So don't hesitate on these fabrics. We have a generous amount of inventory, but not a ton. So if you like these, certainly take advantage of these as soon as you can. In addition to the fabrics, I want to point out where you can get these fun patterns. So the trivet runner and the tissue box cover are part of the 2023 Advent projects. There are 2 others, the laptop cover and then the bag, that zipper bag that was launched yesterday, which is so much fun. So check out gequilting.com and you'll find these 2 patterns. The quilt behind GP is, of course, Octavia from Stripology, Mixology tool. So here's an opportunity as I'm thinking about my goal for next year. If I have these books, pull out the book and just make a block out of the book that I haven't done yet. They really are fun, really fun blocks and fun quilts to make. Oh, look at little Yoey. Oh, cute. So there he is. And then finally, Emma. I do want to make an Emma. I want to make an Emma. I think this is such a fun pattern, and the blocks they look tossed again, but so there's some rhythm to this that makes it really fun and interesting. Don't forget, if you're making the trivet runner, you'll need the quilt as you go batting, and you'll need the insulated material, either Bosal, it's called Bosal Polytherm Fleece, or Insulbright, and you can find those also at GEQuiltDesigns.com. Shop, shop, shop. Oh, I forgot. Thank you. Good thing I have a producer, huh? Don't forget the Notion, the Nook and Cranny cleaning tools by Gypsy Quilter. They always do such a great job. And these, like I said, are sturdy, they're bendable, and they're silicone. So I used these yesterday, washed these up, air dried them, and these will be good to go for a long, long time. The Nook and Cranny cleaning tool. Certainly. Thanks, GP. Well, thank you for joining us for another One Yard Wednesday. We are so excited to do the show every week, and thank you for the comments and the encouragement. We really appreciate that as well. Here's what I'd like you to do today. Grab yourself some fabric, grab your Stripology ruler, grab a pattern, and make yourself something wonderful and really enjoy your day. Have an easy day. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.